What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? We are here for the season finale of Sistas. Thank you, Jesus. We start off where we left off with, and I cannot believe I forgot to say this in my review. I had to come back and add it to the end, but I know most of y'all didn't see my little addendum. But I forgot to tell y'all that the brother came into Karen's apartment to kill a child. He chased into the bedroom, and that's where we pick up. Zach comes running in the room. They get to tussling. He stabs Zach. Karen shoots him. Her mama come in. Zach is like, call the police, call the police, call the police. He's passing out because he losing so much blood. The mama was like, go take him to the hospital. I got this. Karen walks out the door. She ain't got on no shoes. They go to the hospital. They get to the hospital. And, what were you doing there? Well, I was talking to your mama. We was high, but, I still want to try to make this work. I want another chance. Oh, Zach, I don't know. We've been through this so many times. I just don't know. I know, I was a fuck up, Karen. You know that I messed up so many times, but I really want to try to make this work. Zach, I just don't know. I just don't know if we can do this, Zach. Dun, dun, dun. Here come Aaron. Zach was like, oh, here he go. So Aaron come rolling in there. Are you okay? How's it going? How are you doing? And, Zach is laying there like, dude, I know you see me, because I know you see me sitting here with these stitches in my side. I know you see me sitting here. I know you see me sitting here. And him and Karen get to talking, and then Karen take him out in the hallway and tell him what went down. Then the police come in there to question Karen, and the body ain't there, honey. The body ain't there. So Karen is like, what happened to the body? Oh my gosh, where did the body go? But come to find out, he ain't dead. So the body wasn't there because he not dead. But she shot him like 10 times at close range. But he not dead. And then mama said, look, I'm going camping for a couple of weeks. I ain't got time for y'all in this goddamn drama. And I don't want the police asking me no questions about nothing. I'll get back to that. Then we have Lord Jesus. Then we have Sabrina ass. She's on the couch. She get an alert. Now, why in the world is Sabrina getting an alert about Andy's account? I don't know. But she getting an alert about Andy's account. Andy done got this man done put $14 million in her damn bank account. And so, of course, Sabrina is sitting there like, what the what? What the who? What the world? Oh boy wakes up, Calvin. He wakes up and he's in a good mood. They're all lovey-dovey. I'm going to call you later. Oh, I'm so glad that we worked this out. Oh, that's so great. Yay, yay, yay. I'm going to go check on my dad's. Might be a couple of days. I got a lot of processing and dealing with. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm just glad that we worked things out. I'll be here when you're ready to talk. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. That's that. Okay, we done with that. Okay, good. Andy is still down at the police station waiting for old boy to make bail. Now, the guy that she called the first time that Gary ran off, he came back to get the guy, and he tells her, he said, Andy, listen, you are a smart woman, but you being real dumb. And of course, Andy was like, what? What are you talking about? He said, listen, do you not vet people before you start dating them? This man has a horrible reputation. She was like, well, what do you mean? Tell me what you're talking about. He was like, listen, I ain't trying to get my head bashed in, so you ain't heard nothing from me. All I'm saying is you might need to do some Googling. You might need to do some research. You might need to look that man up. You might need to go figure some things out. And in the meantime and in between time, you take care of yourself. Peace. Now, here's what I don't know, and here's what I don't understand. How many different people, how many different ways, how many different situations do you have to be in, Andy, for you to figure out this dude ain't shit? It reminds me of a story. I'm going to paraphrase it. Man dies and goes to heaven. He says, God, I believed in you. I was a faithful believer. I believe that, and when I needed your help, you weren't there to save me. What happened? God said, hold on, let's run this thing back here. That ain't what God said. That's what I said. But God said, so the man, I'm telling the story out of context. Let me start from the beginning. Man, house floods. He's waving for help. Help me, help me. He said, Jesus is going to come. Jesus is going to come. A man comes by in a boat. He says, come on, get in my boat. We can go to safety. Nope, Jesus is going to come and get me. Then the police come by. They say, listen, sir, we have some, come on and, get in the boat. Let's go. Nope, I'm waiting for my Jesus to save me. Next thing you know, here come a helicopter. They lower the little ladder. They say, come on, climb up. Get out of it. The house is, you're going to die. Nope, I'm waiting for Jesus to come and get me. He ends up drowning and he dies when he goes to heaven. He asks God, why didn't you save me? I was a faithful believer, And God said, I sent 3 people. And this is how I'm looking at this situation. Andy, how many different ways does the universe have to tell you this man ain't no good? First of all, your own intuition. You know something ain't right. The hairs on the back of your neck are telling you something ain't right. 2, even if you don't want to believe the ex-wife and you don't want to believe your the lawyer, I get that. But the detective, yeah, she been hitting on you a little bit and she been a little creepy about it. But she told you. Now you got the lawyer telling you. Like, I don't know what else you need to see for yourself. Anyway, so Sabrina is like, look, do you know that man put $14 million in your account? What is going on with you? Well, yeah, I mean, he just trying to hide some money from his wife. That should tell you right there something is wrong. Like, why are you getting in the middle of that? Why are you getting in the middle of this man hiding money from his wife? That ain't your business. And he damn sure wouldn't be putting it in my own personal account. Have you lost your ever-loving mind? Child, you better go down to the Caymans. Now, I will take your password to your Caymans account and help you out. But you won't be putting nothing in my account. Anyway. So, of course, Andy does what Andy does best. She gets an attitude with Sabrina, like Sabrina done did something wrong, when all Sabrina's trying to do is help her out and look out for her. But okay, whatever, you got an attitude. Next thing you know, honey, Danny is calling Sabrina from the club, talking about can you cash at me some money because I done hit my limit. Sabrina was like, Danny, what is going on? Danny went down to the club, and not only is she down to the club getting her drink on, I guess it was men's stripper night. I don't know, because it's the same club they always go to, and they don't always have the male strippers there, but I guess it was male stripper night. Andy tipping, she drinking, she drunk, she at the bar, whatever. Sabrina comes down there to get her and who was at the bar? 2 people at the bar. Because this must be the only bar in Atlanta, I guess. Cowboy is at the bar with another woman. So, of course, Danny and her feelings talking about why men do that. Why do men treat us this way? Dang, he was just in my bed. He went through all that just to get in my pants. And he was, so she and her feelings about that. And then Sabrina sees old boy that beat up, Maurice. Lord, I keep wanting to say Marcus. That beat up Maurice. So, of course, she confronts him, talking about, what you doing out of jail? Like, my friend is still in the hospital, and you down here at the club getting your party on? And he was like, it's called bail. Get out of my face, bitch. Sabrina was like, what? I got your bitch. Honey? Sabrina took that bottle, hit him over the head. Oh, and then he punched the shit out of Sabrina. Well, here come Danny. Next thing you know, he manhandling Danny. Well, here come the cowboy. Cowboy said, what you won't do today. And they got to tussling. Then security got to the cowboy. Then here comes Sabrina and Danny. They done made a comeback. They done jumped on old boy, and old boy flung them off. Next thing you know, the 3 of them getting put out the club, child. And they out front of the club. And Danny confronts Cowboy, and she's like, what's wrong with you? Like, you dogged me out, blah, blah, blah. Now you here with old girl. You here because, he was there with a white woman. And now you over here with and he was like, listen, I'm just trying to follow by your rules. I don't know what you want from me. You tell me not to call. You tell me not to text. So that's what I do. I don't call. I don't text. You tell me that I'm smothering you. Now you mad because I didn't call. I didn't text. He said, listen, he said, look, I really do like you. And I'm really trying to figure this thing out. I'm really trying to do the right thing by you. But I don't know what you want. But he said the magic words, honey. Next thing you know, Danny is tonguing him down, telling him to come back to the house. He done left the poor thing that left his date there. He said, well, I was kind of on a date right now. She was like, girl, please. That's a man anyway, which of course she wasn't a man. That was Danny being Danny, honey. Next thing you know, poor thing, Sabrina giving the white girl a ride home, and Danny done took her man home, and she done laid down the pipe, and the next morning they wake up, and she got him handcuffed to the bed, so he won't go nowhere, child. And of course I like you too, so I can call you. Yeah, you can call me whenever you want to call me. Okay, fine, we great. Okay, boom, got that out the way. Okay. Last but not least, let me go ahead and get to this Andy situation. So Andy takes Gary home, and he's being nasty on the way home. He's like, look, it's just been a long day. I'm sorry to snap at you, whatever. Wake up the next morning. They all peaches and cream, all lovey-dovey, all smiling in each other's face. And he was like, come on, I want to show you something. I want to take you somewhere. Andy was like, okay, let's go. He goes to get in the shower. As soon as he goes to get in the shower, she starts going through the stuff of that the detective gave her. Now, why she hadn't already gone through that stuff while you wait for him to get out on bail? You could have been going through that envelope that the detective gave you, child. I don't know why you was waiting, but anyway, going through the stuff the detective gave her. Then she hears him. He on the phone in the shower, but he on the phone. And you could only pick up a few bits and pieces. Then her phone rings, and there's somebody on the other line. Now, I believe it was the detective telling her, listen, leave that man alone. She said, they're coming for you. She said, you really need to leave him alone because they're coming. What are you talking about, Leslie? What? Who's coming? What's coming? What do you mean? Who's coming for me? And of course, Leslie done hung up the phone. She done said what she had to say. I don't know why she called you that time, because she done gave you an envelope full of shit. I don't know what else you need from this woman. I don't know what else she done looked out for you, and then you told her you still wouldn't give her a daggone job. But anyway, so they end up going out, honey. He takes her up to some house out into the country, talking about something. This is our new house. I figured that we could live here, and you could open up a little small practice. Now, she done already told you that she doesn't want practice, that she doesn't want her own practice. She done already told you she wants to work at a corporate law firm. She done already told you that. She done told you that more than once. Well, I know that's what you said, but what? That's what I said. That's what I meant. So then she starts flashing back all the people that told her stuff about how, he's going to isolate you, and he's going to take you away from your friends, and he's going to do this, and he's going to do that. And she said, well, all my friends live in the city. He was like, I know, but you can make new friends. And then she's going to say, well, how far out are we? Weren't you in the car? Don't you know how far y'all been driving? Don't you know how long y'all been driving? Like, what the... Anyway, we're about 2 hours. You ain't know you've been in the car for 2 hours? Honey, next thing you know, the police come rolling up on them, honey. It's the FBI. They arrest him. And basically the FBI agent was like, listen, he's wanted for money laundering. He's wanted for this. He's wanted for that. And she's going to try to throw it on the ex-wife, talking about something. Well, the ex-wife, he's going through a nasty divorce. They were like, listen, this don't have nothing to do with the ex-wife. We've been following him for a long time. He been laundering money. He's been doing this. He's been doing that. And, you can cooperate with us. She was like, I don't know anything, which she really doesn't. The sad thing is she really doesn't know anything. And he said, oh, well, then, if you're not trying to work with us, if you're not trying to cooperate, then, get back home the best way you can. She was like, what you mean get back the best way I can? She was like, he said, yeah, because that car, that's going with us and everything inside. She said, well, at least let me get my damn purse. He was like, nope, everything in that car belongs to the police. Now, here's the thing, y'all. They could have let that woman get her purse and get her phone. Like, he's talking about something, walk back. She was like, you gonna make me walk? He was like, oh, well. She said, well, at least let me get my phone. Like, he said, you want to cooperate? She said, I don't know anything. Now, here's where Andy should have said, sure, I'm going to cooperate. Let me get my goddamn, my thing in my mind, I'd have been like, yeah, I'm going to cooperate. Because you don't know anything, But yeah, let's cooperate so I can at least get back to Atlanta. Damn. So she out there crying. He told her that everything belongs to them, including her apartment. Now, that's bullshit. Now, seizing her bank accounts, okay, because once you put that man's money in your bank account, okay. But if they were not going to arrest her and that apartment didn't have his name on it, now they can get a warrant because that wasn't even his formal address at that point. He had moved in with her, but he had only been living with her for a day or two. Like, that wasn't even his address. They can't take her damn apartment. Now, I ain't no lawyer, so I'm sure all y'all lawyers in the comments are going to tell me where I'm wrong. But I don't understand how they could take her apartment. If his name ain't on the lease and his name does not belong to anything. But I don't understand how they could just not give that woman her purse. I understand the car. I understand her bank account. But her purse, come on now, her purse, y'all. But anyway, honey, that's how it ended with Andy out there crying, walking back, and that damn FBI agent clowning her, talking about something. I hope those some comfortable shoes. You got a long way to walk. And she was like, but I don't know anything. And she kept telling him, I don't know anything. And she really doesn't. But they probably thinking, as dumb, you can't possibly be this naive and this dumb that you don't know nothing. Like, that's what I would be thinking. And everybody tried to warn her about this man. But okay, Andy, your own arrogance got you on this one, ma'am. Anyway, y'all, that was the season finale. I don't know when season 2 coming back, but that's what we was left with. Let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.